asking, you know, if a cow do this and a cow do that, when the cow dead, what is the consequence when face when him dead? There's no consequence, him dead. If a man,
so
if a man kill a million,
that's
what I say. If Hitler kills 6 million people,
upon the people who kill them.
No,
if 6, all these animals, them are going to bear all that karma and have to deal with it. You know?
That is where we hear. That is where we hear. If 6,
yeah,
if
and
Hitler,
everything what you say is what you hear too.
No,
yeah,
I don't hear that.
Not talking any facts.
Look here, most people, I bet you most people, most people do agree with me. I bet you most people hear that.
Agree with me.
Yes, most people.
Most people agree with you. You know?
No, most people agree with what you say, because if you look on all of the religion, them that is how them perceive it.
Yeah, but
if you look on Buddhism,
Kemet, if you are going to come back and live your next life.
That is most religion thinking.
With certain disabilities and them things there. I think them doing them past life, you know.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Buddhism believe that.
It's just unfair. It's just unfair.
No,
life
look
is
here.
An unfair thing.
Buddhism will tell you that. I have Buddhist friend who will tell you, say, the reason why black people are going through all of this now is because we're black people did that do for a long time. Yeah. So all the album Contraband, it's still a go there. It's still a go there.
The reception great on the tour and everything are going good. Reggae music was a song where really jump out.
For the people there.
Yeah, because it's a song where when we do the album still, you know, it's like we expectation was for the song with Damien Contraband, so that would be the big one.
But I want to know why everybody feels if them do a tune with Damien, that's going to be the biggest song. It's a kind of illusion that you're not living around.
No, and even just the facts say.
Damien.
But the song itself, everybody did love the song.
No, but everybody love the song. But I mean, right now, everybody feels if them do a tune with gang. Is that song they go big, which me like the tune. Me like the tune about what the one where you talk with the sister them.
Natural Woman. Me
love Natural Woman, man.
Yeah, man, it go on good.
Me love Natural Woman.
It go on great.
Well,
right now, I don't know if I'll shoot 5 more videos from the album, but sometimes people need new music. Yeah, I'm afraid of the album thing still in a motor because I feel like. If me did promote all of them songs and singles, would probably have 10 big songs in the people in mind, as opposed to the album. And you know, say, you know, the real fans them have them favorites and things, but everybody now have a new certain song. You know, but
I still want to
the album thing really it really helps to put it on a different level as an artist. But I always tell artists don't rush to put out album, build up a platform first, build up a fan base. Everybody a rush for the album. The first thing I hear about an artist is an album. I don't know who the artist is.
You know, first time usually album is your big hit, then you put on one album, you know. Nowadays the people put pure new tune per album.
Pure new tune.
It's a different thing now,
Normally once you get a hit now, you know, say you're in the running to do an album. You put some songs around it and thing, but
nowadays a pure new song per album.
Because everybody has studio now, everybody a producer and things, so can just make music.
So me ask you something now, because I listen to the album, me have a philosophy. Me know I can't hold a philosophy. Because me like you know, me like your philosophy. I hold it a ways. And
enough reason in love, man.
Me hear you have one planet where I say, see the Peter Tosh thing there on TV there, where I say about life after death.
Yeah, reincarnation.
Yeah, where I say no, you know, if life not there after death, what the use of this and what the use of that?
Sure.
All right. So, how you come to that philosophy then?
Well, there's different things I read and different experiences I have, and just matching it out with my common sense. Because even in the song, in the chorus, I say, what is the meaning of life if you only have one chance to live and some die as a kid? Now, if a little you live, some babies dead, right after childbirth, some 4 or 5 years old, some 10 years old. If that are them only chance to experience the earth, then it not seem fair to me. You know, while some people live out some life where them all in a corruption and all kind of thing and still live till them are 70, 80. You know, if them not get some kind of retribution in a whether in the afterlife or in our next life, then it come in like it never makes sense to me.
No, one don't make sense. One don't make sense. The life, yes or no, or the life. What you say don't make sense?
No, it wouldn't make sense to me if there is no life continuation after.
So what would happen now after all right, for instance, now a murderer. A murderer dead and him never pay for what him do. When him dead now, what is going to happen that cause him to pay for that?
Well, various things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
Basically, so once you're dead, once your spirit get disconnected from your flesh, your body, you go through a process where you run through the entire life that you experience, and that whatever from the moment you're dead goes straight back to your birth, and all the experiences basically get weighed up. Even in a Kemet, you know, you talk about the weighing of the heart and the feather, you know, with my heart. That is basically the judgment scene that happened after everybody died.
All right.
And basically, yeah.
So who experienced that? What you say? If you explain that.
Well, everybody experiences it at least once still, but it's the memory of it. So you have different ones who you call them initiates, or different ones who, you know, evolve past a certain level. Them can maintain the memory of it. You know, in the afterlife. And there's ways to even communicate with spirits who are not in the physical, and them can tell you what's happening and how that experience will go. And you have books. You have a book named Journey of Souls, where he's a psychiatrist who he never believed in none of them things.
Like me.
Matter of fact, it's two books.
Like
it's
me.
2 books I can reference.
Yeah.
What's that?
No, I say like me.
Yeah, see, alright, see it there. So now him basically, he would have patients who have traumatic experience. So he would have hypnotized them and regress them to bring up them past experience.
Yeah.
And then after a while, he noticed this one patient, them kept going back further and further because he couldn't find the root of the problem. Then the patient started describing a completely different life while him under the hypnosis, you know.
Yeah.
And start describe a totally different, you know, where him live in community, family members and things. And then him get to find out, say, it's a different life the man I talk about.
Yeah, you have only ones.
Details about it, you know, details where them actually go research the history of that area
and find out that true matter.
That live there, and so and so. And then him start to do that with various amount of patients, till him do it with thousands of patients. And then him start to record them, and that's why him write the book. So you have one named Many Lives, Many Masters, where the psychiatrists mainly focus on the past lives, the different lives. And it's a thing where once the people then bring up the scenarios from them past life, like somebody might have get shot in them chest, and then them the pain what them was experiencing in them current life in them chest, it go away once them go through the healing of bringing up that. And people with injuries in them leg is because them leg did get broken in a past life or all kind of different things, and them carry the trauma. And then them think they get healed. That's why them start to believe and then come to write the book then. But then the Journey of Souls now, a different one.
I know about that book there. I know about that book there. I know about that book there.
Journey of Souls. Yeah. Trust me. Yeah, you go and read them book.
No, I know about the book. I never read half the whole of it, but I know of the book. But I can ask you something now, because there's a lot of reasoning surrounding that. And even in a Buddhism, them tell you about reincarnation, that you go on and it's like inside you can come back as a fly, you can come back as a dog.
Well, I don't subscribe to that. That is
why you not subscribe?
The whole purpose of reincarnation is evolving, and we passed the animal stage already. All of us.
So dog no experience
at the animal stage thousands of years, millions of years ago.
So dog no experience what you are talking about then. Life is life, you know. I don't think you have separate life more than the manifestation of the life. So when I say if dog experience that in a next life.
Well, the thing about dogs is the domesticated animals.
Mm.
The reason why them come amongst humans is because them want. The thing about animals don't have individual souls like how we have. Animals are.
Oh, you know that. Oh, you know that.
Just things when I read.
No,
and things when I come to accept. I can't tell you it's facts.
Okay,
but just things when I read and come to accept. And I said believe me, just accept.
Yeah.
And because it makes sense. Because an animal can't really. An animal can't. All right. How the animal thing works? It's a species of animal.
Mm.
Basically, each individual animal experience after that animal die, then it goes back into a pool where them called the group soul. Just like how our experience is an individual soul. So everything we learn in this life, we process it, and then it determines our next life. Everything animals do, it determines the whole species. That's why when you teach a certain amount of monkeys how to do certain things, and you pass a certain amount, then the whole species learn to do it in different parts.
Yeah, but I talk about now if you domesticate the animal, you know. Me just ask.
Yeah, no, I get to the domestication.
Normally, if an animal, if a dog or a cat or a ants, if them have a next life.
No, what I've read is that you have different stages of animals. Different stage. You see, when well, that's I'll get into some whole heap of thing with evolution, but.
No, brother, what's wrong with evolution? Nothing wrong with evolution.
Animals then that are at the pioneers, the most advanced animals are like the dogs, the cats, the horses, the ones that become domesticated. And those and in terms of land animals, those are the most advanced intellectually and everything. And them animals come amongst humans because they want to learn from us.
As human beings take them, really, or maybe it's humans take them out of the habitat and bring them amongst man. It's not them come amongst humans. It's human take them and bring them into for them and in a habitat. I don't know if no animal where choose to come amongst as a human being.
It's just like the quote unquote angels, them, you know, they are ahead of us, you know. They are more advanced than us, so they help us. That's why some ones want to become connected with them. And that is why we worship them and we do rituals to them because we want to get to know them and we want to be like them.
No, say we, you know. No, say we, you know, because I know worship angel, you know. No, say we.
No, not you or I, know. I'm just talking generally as humans. You know, the majority of humans look to deities and all of these kind of beings. It's just like how animals look to we.
No, wait, let me ask you. I don't want to prolong the reason that we are there, but I can ask you a question now.
Yeah.
Dogs go to heaven. Well, if
can't go to heaven.
Dog can't go to heaven, but human beings go.
Human beings go to heaven.
So that means, you know,
heaven,
in heaven,
right. We have to define heaven.
Well, heaven is not where they know, or hell is not where they know, according to our religion perspective of heaven and hell. My heaven is really when me feel good and me have my food and thing, and me and my wife is okay with one another and my friend them and thing. Me say that is heaven.
Yeah.
Hell is low like all today when we can't move without the traffic.
Well, that's a symbolic way of looking at it, but I can give you a more literal view where we kind of correlate to what you are saying.
Yeah.
Basically, heaven and hell exist within the same space that physical reality exists,
sure.
But it's just on a different plane of existence.
Yeah.
So just like how you have solid, liquid, and gas, gases operate within the same area as solids and liquids, but them in a different density. So it's just like you have ether, which our etheric body basically is a higher density part to our physical body, and that's the blueprint of our physical body. When somebody amputate them leg and them still feel the pain in the area where the amputated part is gone, that's because them etheric leg is still there and it don't disintegrate as yet.
Yeah.
So that is one stage. Then you have the astral. Now when them talk about people and you can people see them aura and them see different colors in them aura. That's usually the astral body. That is your body of your emotions and your feelings and them kind of sensations. And then you have a mental body, which is even a higher density part, but it all interpenetrates our physical, but it extends further. So basically, when we drop flesh, we got to an existence where we existing in our etheric body, and then that disintegrate. Then we go through a process where them called purgatory, where you're living in your astral body. And then now that is where you have the hell or the heaven-like experiences based on what you did in your life.
Yeah.
If you did bad things in your life, you have to have a hellish experience in that astral body.
After
that now you drop the astral body and then you're in your mental body, and that is what they call the second heaven.
Yeah, intellectualize a Christian concept, because it's really a Christian concept you're talking about.
No, it's not a Christian concept still.
It's a concept that, alright, it's a concept that Christian have it. Alright, what am I say?
It's universal.
Yeah, no, it's not universal. Trust me, it's not universal. It's not universal.
Different cultures.
That's why I asked you if...
In a ancient Kemet from them times.
No, but that's why I asked you if dog... No, that's why I asked you if dog is in heaven, you know. Because you separate life now. So you separate human life from dog life, from cow life. When really, you know, what you say now is that it's the body that make the difference, you know. It's not the life that make the difference. It's where the life exists at a given time that make the difference. So the life of the dog and the life of the cow and the life of the goat and the life of man is one life, and it's different manifestation of that life, which is the flesh now where I manifest it. So what I would have really say, without read about it, is that the life where we are talking about can't exist. I mean, can't perceive what we are called heaven or hell, heaven or earth, without the body.
No,
and the body.
No, that's where I have to disagree.
No, me know you have to disagree because you don't take. No, because you said the concept already.
Of the physical.
No, but you say you take body, you take life, you take life as an individual thing rather than a sum total of one thing.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, because you say my life and your life, it means say you differentiate life.
No, I never say anything about my life and your life. I'm not saying we as human beings, our consciousness is focused in our physical bodies through our brains.
Yeah, but it can't work without the brains.
What's that?
It can't work without the brains.
No, we can't work in the physical without our brain.
No, it can't work. Nothing can't work without the brain. It can't work without the brain.
So
human being, if you do have no brain, you can't.
There is no life.
No, if you do have no brain, yes. If you do have no brain, you don't have no life. So you can't say you can't say your life.
So it's crazy. So you only have life for a maximum of 120 years. That's just
muta life.
Of life.
Yeah, muta life exists for 120 years. But after muta gone, life still exists, but not muta life.
No. But that, I mean, that
because you can't individualize life. You can't individualize life. So if muta flesh dead, if muta gone, the life that exists is not muta. It's life.
No, it's just your body dropping, you know. You still have life.
But it's not muta life.
When you're sleeping and you're dreaming, you know, you leave your body, you know. It's the same thing, you know, but your life.
No, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing because you can't jump out of that. You can't jump out of body. You can't jump out of that.
Your physical body and your eat and your astral together.
No, but you can't jump out of that.
You can travel all around the planet and come back to your body.
Kabaka, you can't jump out of
it. If you pass, it just means that you don't have access to the physical world because you don't have a physical body.
That means that you individualize life. Because that means that you individualize life.
But we have to. We are humans. We have individual souls.
Because you're in a body. No, it's because you're in an individual body while you're individual the life. If you do have the body, life is not.
You are saying that muta's life.
No, I am. No, yeah, because I am in the body. That's why I say muta life. If muta don't exist, muta life don't exist. It's life exists.
No, life exists.
Yeah, so it's not muta life.
We're all coming. Our souls are all made from the same source. But once you reach the human stage,
it's a different thing. So it's the manifestation of the life that make it different. It's not the life make it different. It's the manifestation of the life in the flesh that make it different.
For
so
sure.
when the flesh, so me have to know when the flesh gone, there is no more muta.
No,
there is just life.
That is just not true.
All right. Well, it's not true. You mean it's not what you believe.
You can communicate with your ancestors, with your family members, them who have passed.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I can carry you to somebody right now who don't know anything about your family, and them can call upon your ancestor.
I can carry you to a whole heap of people who can do that.
Only you would know.
But I can carry you to a whole heap of people who do that.
Of course.
I can carry to people in California. I can carry to people in Africa.
Where do you think I'm getting information from?
I am saying to you, that's why I asked you if a dog go to heaven. And if a dog go to heaven.
These things are very technical enough.
No, it's not technical, man.
A group soul. And the group soul of the dog exists in heaven, exists on the heavenly plane. But the dog itself, like how you are talking about, or you say muta, would cease to exist. It's the same way the dog, the individual dog, wouldn't exist as an individual in the heaven plane. It exists as a group soul.
So there's no flesh in heaven then?
No flesh. It is you could technically call it flesh, but it's not like physical, dense flesh like what we see in here. But to the person who is in heaven, what they are seeing or what they are experiencing is just as real as what we are experiencing here. Matter of fact, a one can be existing in heaven without their physical body, and they're still seeing everything.
All right, so the murderer,
they're seeing the astral counterpart.
All right, so I can tell you, I ask you, the murderer. If a man murder somebody and if a man do good, the man who do good, make us say, the man who do good right now when he's alive.
Yeah.
And the man who murder when he's alive. That spirit, if we could call it spirit, that life, force, that energy, where it meet.
Where it meet?
Yeah, where it meet to decide that you was the murderer and you was the good man.
No, but that as I said, after the soul leaves the body, all the experience, you know, when people say a life flash before you, that's a process that happens where it's being etched into your astral body, all your life experiences. And those life experiences reshape your astral body based on how good or bad those experiences were. And then you begin a process in the afterlife of going through those events. And if you cause this person harm, you will experience back that harm. And that's why people would say if you do bad things, it feel like hell, because it's a hellish experience. You have to experience back all of those negative things that you have did, and all the positive things you did for people. You have to feel the blessing and all the positivity come back to you. And it actually it's a process that takes time. And then that once you complete that, then you can rest in what they call the higher heaven plane. And that is when you can start communicating with other beings and planning your next life.
That's why I asked you. That's why I asked you.
You have spirit guides who are there with you, and then them start to help you to plan your next life and determine which family, which country you're going to be in.
Where in Kemet that happened? So far now, which pharaoh and which one of the people them who them put in those pyramids that experience what you're talking about?
Well, if you check the pyramid text, them talk about the whole afterlife process.
No, me know what I'm talking about what them talk about. Me say which one
of them show you them depicted. Remember, say we don't have people's physical work to go off on. We can just look on the hieroglyphs and we can see the depictions of the afterlife scenes. All of them things they're depicted out.
No, I never said them don't depict out, you know, because you see you have people who make iPhone now and can show you how the iPhone work. I said to you now, these things on the wall, the hieroglyphics on the wall, that these men believe is happening. That's why them put all people them who them love in the coffin with them. So them kill them dog, them kill anything, them wife, them kill them servants. All of them people that go in the grave with them. So I'm saying now, because them believe that there is an afterlife. Them do all of these things. So them belief is on the wall, you know. It's not something that them experience and come back and then put it on the wall, you know. It's them belief them put on the wall.
You know, he couldn't do that.
Yeah, so if them belief is on the wall, right? It's not them experience them put on the wall, you know. It's them belief. So I am saying, you know,
what is their belief shaped off of?
Them belief is shaped off of them belief. Just like one man believes that Jesus Christ is going to come down.
Other people hearing about these experiences.
Them belief is based up of what another person tell them. Like an elder will tell them this and that. But elder don't much after the experience it, you know. It's like when Moses go in at the tabernacle and say, just say it the Lord. The Lord don't most have to say nothing to him, you know. It's where him come gather in him consciousness. Him come tell the people them. Like when him go up to the mountain and the burning bush and him say, all right, come down. Just say the Lord, let my people go. It no mean say to really and truly somebody up in the mountain and tell him someone let go the people them, you know. It's where him believe can surface him as an individual to come now, to come free the people then. So most of these things on the walls of the hieroglyphics is not something, the man who did write it never experienced that, you know. It's something where he believe. It's like the first man who got a doctorate. He wasn't really a doctor, you know, but him come get a doctorate. So
the people in the book, when them under hypnosis and them not even conscious and them telling you about experiences that they ever, is that what they believe?
If what them believe, I don't know what is happening to them. I don't know what them.
The people are not even conscious, you know.
No, but I don't know what is happening to them, you know. I don't know what is happening to them. Because them not read about it. I read about it all the while. Maybe I said to you.
No, so I'm asking you if you think that's a belief thing, or is it an experience thing?
No, I don't think it's an experience. I don't think it's an experience.
So it's an illusion.
Maybe.
Okay, and if not an illusion, then what?
Eh?
If it's not an illusion, then what? Can you say maybe?
Yeah, because I don't know. I can't say it's an illusion. I don't know.
It being an experience.
No, I am trying to show
you.
No, here one no. I am saying to you. No, it can't be an experience. No, it can't be an experience. It can't be an experience. And I am saying no, within the level of the consciousness. If that is the case, why are we ruling out the other species that was before we? In all of this manifestation of what we're talking about, why we exclude all of these things? Man is
the animals are not before us.
Well,
the animals are not. We have been on the animals are different life waves than us.
Animals was on the earth before human beings.
Yeah, and this physical manifestation.
Then animal no physical. No, but a physical. No, I don't know about that, Regina. I tell you, say animals was on the earth before man. And if animals and human beings is on it, why is it that human beings is coming now to say, well, we have this and that, but we don't know about the animal them. So I ask you, is cow, goat, lion, tiger, zebra, all of these things, if these things is caught in those spiritual consciousness that we're talking about? Most of the time when I hear people talk, them exclude animals.
Basically, life ceases to exist on an individual level after you drop flesh. So why would you assume that an animal is any different?
I never assume animal is different. It's you who say animal not there. You say animal is on a next other plane. No, I am telling you, sir.
Exist in the state that they exist. Our existence continues in a very similar way after we drop flesh. After animals drop flesh, its existence is completely different.
Oh, you know that. You know that.
Experience.
But you know that.
What you are saying about humans, that's what happens to animals.
What I say about human? Oh, you know that. That's what I'm asking.
That muta ceases to exist after.
No, but you know,
go back to life.
Kabaka. You know, say animal don't exist like all the human being exists. Oh, you know that.
It's just based on what I've read and what I come to accept because it makes sense to me.
All right. So, all right. We're not saying nothing. It makes sense to you.
I think human beings show a much greater propensity to grow and evolve over different generations.
But is this when no human being never there on earth, animals did there millions of years before the human being. So why is
but
it
when
no?
you check the development of the human is on a much different level due to intelligence.
Of course, it's a different level because them working inside of flesh. That is different.
Of course.
Yes. So
and
why I
for a
say
reason? The thing about it is, consciousness chooses the body so that it can develop some kind of faculty, And every animal is a representation. That's why in Egypt, all of the animals were used to symbolize different things.
It's the character of the animal them symbolize. Them character is the character of the animal that them symbolizing in human being. Like when a man say, woman say man a dog. You know, really say the man is dog. It's a certain character, certain being. So when I say
and human beings have all those characters. Animals have a certain amount, like a dog. It's really all about the nose and smell. That is what. That's
of course.
That the animal perfect.
That's why I'm asking you
it have
again.
Sharper senses than we in terms of smell, but it don't have the sight where we have. It don't have certain things.
Of course, just like how we have things where the dog don't have. The dog don't have things where we don't have. Let the lion have things where the dog don't have. The dog don't have things where the lion have. I am saying to you, who is man?
The thing about it is, once you start to develop the brain on a certain level, certain faculties start to disintegrate. It's just like back in the day when human beings were less developed in the brain, they had more spiritual ability. They could see the other worlds. That's how they were able to communicate with these different beings. And you see angels come and visit people because they were less evolved brain and intellectually. They had more spiritual capabilities.
I know about, I think we was more spiritual, but I don't know about no other beings. I don't know about no other beings because I know, say, within the consciousness, there's no, all right, in my thinking, not reading, in my thinking, there's no way Earth could have exist like this with so much different life forms and life forces. And we who develop from these life forces and life forms, come tell me now, say, what we experience after death, these animals don't experience it after death. If them don't experience it after
they're
death,
they're going to evolve and they're going to experience it later on, but currently they don't.
So they evolve to what? You mean all animals going to evolve to human beings?
The current life wave that we see as plants now,
yeah.
In the future they're going to manifest as animals in another incarnation.
I don't.
And then
I can't go with that. I can't go with that. I can't go with that, Virgin.
It's just a progression move.
No, but I cannot go with that. Evolution means the plant physically, not the plant, the animal physically move from one level to the next level in this life.
No, not in this life. In terms of this, animal might have 20 years to live. No, these things happen over millions and billions of years.
Yeah, well, billions and trillions of years, yes, but it's in this life, not in the next life, in this life. Not in the next life.
I'm not sure what you mean when you said this life.
All right, for instance, if we are talking about evolution, over millions of years, fish manifest, ape manifest, walk straight, stand up, human beings. If you are dealing with evolution, that is in this life. In other words, the fish don't dead, and then a next fish come without the connection of that fish, and then manifest on earth, and then now become ape, and then that ape dead, and you totally have no connection with that, and it come.
That does not.
Yeah.
Sure.
So what we are talking about is that the continuity of life, the one source will start all of this. In my thinking, there's no way that I could express a different between the lion, the elephant, the tiger, and all these things, and then now say my experience is upon a higher level than the puppy. Because after we don't domesticate the puppy now going to start work according to we. But if we never have the puppy in the house, the puppy would have work out everything. Him work out everything. Him don't have to go to a doctor. Me see my dog go out sick and go out there and yam some bush I mean, I say, oh man, you have them kind of bush there. And him know what kind of bush. Him smell the bush and know say that bush they good for something. Right?
Yeah, because the animals, them born with instinct, but what you teach them is on a different level than them instinct.
I know, what you teach them is to become how you want them to be. Which is almost like a slavery. You want them to be what you want them to be. No human being want nobody to be what them want them to be. You call that slavery. So
but for the animals, they want somebody to love. Like domesticated animals is different from wild animals.
Yeah, but the animals want
somebody that them can show affection.
Because you train them that way.
No, that's a natural thing for a dog.
Look here, dog was growing in wolves. Wolves was running up and down all over the place without the aid of man, love and kindness. And a matter of fact, wolves used to name man because them feel a man is always trying to kill them.
Yes, but
that's why dog
don't kill them. What happened?
What did that man don't
kill the man?
When them dog don't kill who?
If the man don't kill the dog,
yes,
the dog will grow to love the man.
So the lion don't love him same way, and the elephant don't love him same way, and the alligator don't love him same way.
They're not as advanced as the dog.
No, you can't say that. Oh, you ever say that? You mean a human being has said that? A human being said the lion not advanced as a dog. It's a human being.
And there are ways to quantify the difference.
You know why you say you know why you say the animal is the dog more.
No, but there's a reason why police train dogs for the certain thing and they don't train lions for the certain.
No, because him don't have access to him don't have access to lions because you can train the lion so you can train the elephant. You never see people train elephant.
Yeah, elephant is another one.
And him domestic. No, but you are saying now because a dog easy to domesticate and an animal easy. Him is a higher intelligence than the lion who don't easy to.
All right.
Alligator
can't do the same things that elephant can do when it comes to memory and intelligence.
Yeah, but the elephant
it don't manifest like that.
But a rhinoceros can do things where the elephant can't do. A rhinoceros can do things where the elephant can't do.
Exactly. Yeah. So just because we say something is higher or something is more advanced, it don't mean say is this negative thing where I say about.
I'm not talking about negative.
It don't have positive quality.
No, I'm not talking about negative. I'm not talking about negative. I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you're trying to make it seem like.
No, when it seem like man. We are talking about human beings. Take it up and like when the Bible say, and man must have dominion over all the animals them.
Yeah.
That means what them I say is that man must now have dominion over them. Means you control them and you. I don't accept that. I don't accept that. Yeah. Why you want to have dominion over creatures when you don't want nobody have dominion over you? It's the same thinking. Like a man kill a cow. People say the cow make for eat. It's foolishness. Because the cow,
I don't subscribe to that.
No, I know, but the cow have a fear in him, just like the human being. When you hold the gun on the cow, I take the machete to go chop the cow. It's the same feeling the cow have, you have.
Of course.
When a man hold that on you. So because the cow...
Taking in an animal and showing love to an animal, that is a different thing
yes.
than killing an
animal. So may I say now, the love what we are talking about, there is a certain thing that is one in the animal that is in human being, and that is the life.
Mm-hmm.
And the life is what we are talking about now. Say, if you move where the cow flesh and you move where the human being flesh, is one life. It don't have no thought, it don't have no thinking.
That's oversimplifying it.
Yeah, of course, it's simple.
Because we don't necessarily develop the faculties to see the higher levels of the life of the animal. It don't give we a license to talk definitively about what the life is and just say it's the same life.
It's one life. It's one life.
If somebody never have the sight to see how like if somebody was blind, them can't tell you say an animal is the same thing as a human just because the two of them can walk, or they're different.
No, I don't understand that. I don't understand the logic say. No, I don't understand the logic say. Because if a blind man can't tell you say what a blind man can't tell you say.
If a blind man,
yes,
a blind man might say a human being, and maybe if them can't get into contact with it, see, and the human being maybe not talking or whatever, and there's another type of animal that can stand up on its 2 feet or whatever. The blind man might tell you say it's the same thing. Because you can't see.
Yeah, but him blind. Yeah, so what happened?
Exactly. And
so what is the example?
A lot of us, majority of human beings, are blind to the astral bodies, the mental bodies, all of these kind of things, so we can't see them. So we assume they don't exist, and we assume it's all one same
but
life.
You are assuming. No, but you are assuming says a different life.
Different levels to the life.
No, but you are, of course, there's different levels to the life because it's in our flesh. The reason why the difference in the life is because it's in the flesh.
Past the flesh point, there.
No, you can't pass the flesh point. Everybody, you see, most people will pass the flesh point, you know. Because that is what we were structured to think. We were structured to think that after this life, there's a better life. Because people say, well, I'm gone to a better place. Oh, the hell you know, say somebody gone to a better place and I'm dead. When I see somebody dead, to me, the living, I don't see say gone to a better place. But you are saying gone to a better place because you want to feel good in yourself as a living person.
No, Muta. You're reasoning like as if I'm just talking like I'm reading.
No, not you. No, not you personally. Not you.
About a process.
No,
I'm not blindly talking about heaven like it's just something I read.
No, I'm saying that when people talk about something gone to a better place, in other words,
I never say anything about nobody gone to a better
place. You
don't go anywhere. You're still here.
No, I'm talking about when you're dead.
On this planet.
No, when you're dead.
You're still on the planet when you die, you know. But you're just in a different density. Your soul exists in a different density, so you can't see it or feel it or touch it. Just like we can't touch the sun's rays, you know, but we know they exist.
We're a part.
We can't touch them because it's on a higher density.
We're a part company. We're a part company is when you say that I, who dead, gone upon a higher density and have to live a certain way because I did do good over there, so I did do bad there, so that means, you know, life is going to separate itself.
So you don't think there should be consequences for the things that you do in life? You should just be able to do whatever you want and just do good and do bad and then nothing happens.
But there is consequences if you do good and bad on earth.
Yeah, I don't. What if you feel all those consequences equate to what you did all the time in every human being?
Look here, if a man dead, that is it. If
so
a man
death
dead
is the resolving of all things.
Yes. Well, I can't think otherwise.
Sense to me, Muta.
No, it don't make sense.
The same good person.
Because we want to believe different.
Bad person, so we might as well do bad.
No, because you know there's consequence. No, because
we might as well do bad.
No, because there's a consequence in life if you do bad.
No, but what if you do? So what if
everybody
who experience them consequences?
No, that is death. So death catch up on you, whether you're good or you're bad. Death catch up on you.
Okay. So it don't make sense. You might as well do bad.
No, might as well you do bad because you have a consequence if you do bad here.
Yes, and that's death.
No, I mean, like you're going to go to court and I'm going to judge you. And you might go to prison.
No, but you know what, you can get away with it. Look,
of course. And I'm saying, if you get away with it, which is dear, so I'm going to part company from most people who think this way. If you get away with it, and you're dead, and you don't get in life, it's also. That is it.
Oh, so you're clear. You're clear after that.
That is, clear. You're dead. Oh, you mean clear? You're not clear. You're dead. You're not clear. That's why I'm asking you, keep asking, you know, if a cow do this and a cow do that, when the cow dead, what is the consequence when face when him dead? There's no consequence, him dead. If a man kill a million, that's what I say. If Hitler kills 6 million people,
upon the people who kill them.
No,
if 6, all these animals, them are going to bear all that karma and have to deal with it.
That is where we hear. That is where we hear. If 6,
yeah,
if
and
Hitler,
everything what you say is what you hear too.
No, I don't hear that.
Not talking any facts.
Look here, most people, I bet you most people do agree with me. I bet you most people are not that. Yes, most people
agree with you.
No, most people agree with what you say. Because if you look on all of the religion, that is how them perceive it.
Yeah, but
if you look on Buddhism, Kemet,
if you're going to come back and live your next life.
That is most religion thinking.
With certain disabilities and them things there. things I'm doing at them past life, you know.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Buddhism believe that. I don't.
It's just unfair. It's just unfair.
No,
Life is
look
just
here.
an unfair thing.
Buddhism will tell you that. I have Buddhist friend who will tell you, say, the reason why black people are going through all of this now is because we're black people did that do for a long time. And that may I show you. Say, them believe that. The reason why black people go in slavery, we have to check what black people was doing. So why you show me now, say, it's not because white people wicked, but it's because we did do something in our past existence why we are going through this sufferation. I don't accept that.
Yeah, but whatever white people do, them are going to face it back.
No, but me I talk about no, you saw. I not going to know if I'm going to face it back. I talk about no, I say, black people never got in a slavery because them was wicked. That is why I said to you.
I don't necessarily subscribe to that.
Yeah, but is that the Buddhist?
I'm talking individually. I'm saying somebody who born with certain disabilities and them things.
No, I talk about karma. Karma we are talking about. Karma we are talking about.
Yes.
Karma is not sometime.
Group karma and race karma is a completely different conversation.
What is a different conversation? What the conversation?
I can talk about individual karma because I have read about that.
No, we're not talking about what you read. Let me tell you,
so what else we going to talk about? When you hear about Buddhist thing and there's no read, you read it or somebody.
Yeah, but what I tell you now, say I never read what I tell you.
So what
I don't read what I tell you.
It just come to you.
Yes.
Okay.
When I look on, just like how you look on where you read and say, why this make more sense to me? When I go in on my head cup and I say, but this make more sense to me. Because
yeah,
now
you're just referencing the Buddhist.
Yeah, because you just refer to something where Buddhists believe in karma.
Okay.
Them believe say, if you do something today, why somebody foot bend up is because them did do something in their past life. I don't believe that.
You just said that people go face them consequences in this life, and if them don't,
they're not dead, him dead.
That's karma. What do you think is karma?
No.
Karma is just consequences for your actions. You know?
No, but you are saying, even if him don't go to prison and him just dead from a certain sickness, so
yes,
him have got pay the consequence. When him dead, him have to go come back and pay the consequence.
Yes,
but I don't believe that.
That's all I'm saying.
But I assure you, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Most people believe that.
I understand that you don't believe.
Most people believe what you say. Most
because
people.
I don't feel death is a punishment.
I don't feel
the process everybody I forgot you.
But I don't feel it's a punishment neither. If you had said no, because him never get tried in this life, he must go come back in our next life and feel the karma there.
So you're saying that some people just don't get punished or karma don't apply to
yes, of course, because it's not a punishment life. Life is not a punishment thing.
No, it's not
it's
about
man punish people.
It's just consequences
of
action.
If a man born with 1 foot, I don't believe that because in his past life him did do something.
So what caused it? Just random.
No, it's biological thing. Something genes and biological thing. It's not that.
And why that happened to him and not somebody else?
Then I'm to only people to brethren.
Why?
I must tell you why. I have to go be a doctor.
You're telling me.
You know why?
My reason
You know why? You know why I have to know why? You know why I have to know why? You have to go study him scientifically, in terms of him biology, him DNA. What is the process in him body, not in spirit, in him body, that cause him foot to born that way?
A man born with it, it's not something a man developed by doing certain actions.
No, but it comes from some.
Was put in place for the man to born with that.
It born with it because born with it because someone in him family have some defect in him physical body that cause him to born that way. Maybe all him mother lie down with all him brother, or maybe his sister lie with him cousin.
I am asking you.
Yes.
Why it would happen to so and so and not so and so?
I don't know. If I did study biology and the chemical of the human being.
I'm not talking about the biological how it happened. I'm talking why it happened to that person.
But why it happened is because of biological idea. Biologically. Why it happened? It's not because of some karma in a past life. I don't believe that. Most people believe that. That's what I'm telling you. Most people believe that. Most people believe
basically, you don't believe that there is really a why to existence and why things happen.
Of course, then that me tell you.
It's just the why is just the science.
Of course, yes. You know something, I can tell you something. I have friends when me and them sit down and them say, you know, say, already you talk about African land slavery and them thing. How come black people go through all of this? They don't must something in our karma. Just tell them me talk about it, you know, them say something in our karma cause it. No, if that is the case, you have to follow it, go right through. Why a man born with one foot? Maybe it's in karma. That is the reasoning, you know. That everything bad happened to you in this life is because something you did do in the life before. I don't believe that, brethren. I don't believe that.
Well, you must come with some other reasoning why it happened.
Why slavery happened? Slavery happened because
well, you can answer that, but I'm talking about why the defect would happen to the person.
Why the defect was it happened? You have to go now, go study what is it. Just like how some people have relative who sleep with the next relative and nothing do happen to them, and the next person have relative sleep with relative and the picnic come out a certain way. There is certain biological thing that is happening that is causing that. But
sometimes people have 3 picnic were born normal and just have 1, and it's the same biology at play.
Yeah, but there's something there because the third one, something biological is happening there. Something biological is happening to the youth and to yeah, they know more something. It can't be nothing.
And I am saying there's a reason why that happened.
But the reason,
the biology.
No, but the reason is scientific. The reason to me is scientific. That is what I say. Okay. The reason why one picnic born good and the other picnic kill people, environment, family structure mashed down, the other one family never mashed down, a whole heap of things.
No, but you're talking about the same family who have 3 normal picnics.
Yes, and one but you don't know. No, but you don't know if it's you don't know if it's not change. You don't know that. You don't know. You don't know if the 2 picnic them were dead born and the other one something never did that happening at the sexual whatsoever them do that do or whatsoever them do that eat or whatsoever. You don't know that. But I say I am carrying it to science. Science I carry it to. Right. That is why I carry it to. I now carry it to in the farmer life after that 3rd picnic. Something did happen with that person. That's why I'm coming along. So I don't give credence to that. And I am telling you that most people accept that thing.
Well, that's a very your reasoning about it is a very European way of looking at it.
Okay.
A scientific and a materialistic way.
But it is material. Your flesh is material. Yeah. And you're connected and biologically. You come biologically.
Come with materialism, you know, the Greek civilization.
I don't
break everything down to the atom until there's nothing more than the physical.
I never tell you said look here. I never
like saying the Big Bang is because of.
I never tell you said there's only physical, you know.
And gases coming together. Why them come together?
But I never tell you say it's only physical, you know. I never tell you nothing is only physical, you know. No. I want to tell you say causes. I never tell you say it's only physical things happen. I am giving credence to life. All causes
come from spirit, Muta. All causes come from spirit.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Everything cause.
I don't agree with that.
Physical things can't cause.
You know who agree with that? Maybe my wife will agree with you. My wife will agree with you.
She's a very wise person.
Me know. I'm very wise. That's why I love her. That's why I love her. We balance one another. You understand? But you know, you mash up my program totally, you know, with one song, you know. We gone past 12. Me don't even give the advertisement them. Me know say it's not going to reach to this still, you know. Me know it's not going to reach to this still because you know why me know say it's not reach to this? You know why me know say it's not reach to this? For me here you stop there and say why you have to go revisit the Bible now. Me say okay. Gone so again now. Here we go again, you know, but all of them things there is regurgitating of the same philosophy.
Bible.
No, you know. Everything where you tell me.
The Bible have certain symbolic truths in it, but
I never say no.
It's not something to be taken literally.
You see, Kemetic, these people that believe in certain things Because them did believe
even the mummification,
it don't work.
Them did believe say, as long as the physical body don't disintegrate,
yes,
then you can't reincarnate.
You feel say,
mummify the bodies.
Yeah, so you can't tell them so nothing never go so?
Well, I don't really believe say anything goes so. I think that is something that
in that time you couldn't tell them so.
As we progress along evolution, we learn that not necessarily goes so. But at that stage,
it not goes so.
In the pharaonic stage, that's what people believe at the time.
Yeah, that's why just all them believe about the netherworld and the underworld and the other life and all these things. That's why they believe it. You know, and then no man go tell you say the world flat, and then no man go tell you say woman live on the moon. I dig it out. That's why you have environmental pollution and all these things.
The thing you see what them call heaven is really is a world that is made up of thought or mental matter.
Every is a state of mind.
Exactly, it's literally though, you know, like
they're not literal. Every is a state of mind.
But literally, because thoughts are actual forms, they're entities, but we can't see them. People who have them consciousness raised to that level can see them. People who drop flesh and experience heaven, you know, they actually create a mental world based on their beliefs, you know. And all of those beliefs, but millions of people come together and feed into each other, you know.
Yeah, so you know the problem with this? You know the problem with this?
You have people who experience a heaven with Jesus and all of these things, you know.
Of course, you can't experience heaven with anything. You can't experience heaven with anything, man. You can't believe it.
Them believe it.
Yeah, man. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen.
Temporary is not a real thing.
Yeah, but when I say no, you're the problem with that reasoning, you know. Me and you now go prove where I say whether you right or me wrong or me right or you wrong. We now go prove it. It can't be proven.
Yeah, and I think that is the difference between somebody who willing to learn and somebody who write off information. Somebody who...
When you say write off information, what you mean? No, when you say write off information, what you mean?
And from your that kind of mentality, it's like you lock yourself.
No, Bridget, don't say that. Don't say that.
I think it's so. That's just my philosophy.
About me?
It no must go so, but that's what I believe.
You mean believe to me, towards me?
When it come down to like mere settings where I believe makes sense. And because I can't prove it to them right now, them not take nothing when I say.
No, but you are right.
It make no sense. If I did have that mentality in school,
all right, you know the difference now? I can tell you the difference now. You see what you are say? What you are say? Is when me did think when me was your age. Yeah. When you are say, I go in a bush, come on some Rasta man, and when me realize certain thing, experiential, not reading it, but experiencing it, me realize say, sure, experience teach me more better than reading the thing. Because when me don't read Labsam Rampa, I'm read this, I'm read all the yogi them and all the Buddhist this information and read the Bible from Genesis 1 to Revelation 22 in a 12 tribe, and when me do all of them something there, it come right round back to the bush rasta when at the bush.
Yeah, but
and it never read no book.
Things that I'm saying, and it's like.
So it's not that me don't. Why me I say to you? No, why me I say to you is that what you say is not something where me never explore. If you do it might sound like me not explore it. It's not something where me never explore. But when me did in my earlier age, me I explore all of these things. So it's not like say me I lick what you say and I say don't what you say and all them something there. Me I say me did explore them. Before me reach to where me know.
I don't reach a stage where I stop explore them.
No, me not stop explore. Me not stop explore. But I don't see the contrary. If you're gonna come back to me with something where me done explore already.
Yeah.
Me want to see something now. I want to hear something. I want to experience something where it never explore. Because me will give up all Rasta if me come to say a foolishness. May I tell you that?
No, but publicly I read, it does fulfill everything I learn about Rasta.
Yeah,
it's
well,
not contrary to anything I learn about Rasta.
Yeah, I think me never hear Rasta talk about my afterlife.
Based on things that different people might say, and you might feel it's very contrary to everything. But I see unity in everything. I don't have no problem with no religion. Every one of them have truth tonight.
I have a problem with Christianity. I have a problem with Christianity. I have a problem with Christianity. Because most of the things them and the problem we are going through here right now is because of this Christian thinking. It will make us reach a certain level that we get so docile in our consciousness. We think so we have to move, faith can move mountain and not bulldozer. That is how it go. I mean, if you say you have to have bulldozer to move it. I mean, your man talking about you can stand up and take your mind and build pyramid. And him want me going at that with him now. You know, man want to say you can look on, you can say lightning and lightning flash. And because him do it 2 times or 3 times already and him flash and say, see, them will not tell you so you can do it, man. You know, them look away there.
You know, group me with them ones.
No, me just assure you, no, me just assure you how the consciousness go. After you done read all like Labsam Rampa. After Labsam Rampa done write all of them things and them go amongst the Indian them and the Sadhus them and all them people there, you know. Him come back and come back right back to him normal life. And I say, boy, right now, instead of the mountain, him go to the mountain come to him. You know, because the man I climb the mountain enough to see what they're on the other side of the mountain. And all when them go over there, all them could have seen the next side of the mountain. You know, so there comes a time when you have to explore and go through all of these thinking, go through all that. And almost...
Yeah, but for me, them things are always coming in cycles.
It is good to do what you're doing. It is good to do what you're doing.
Yeah,
it is
I
good.
feel like every time I go around in a cycle, it's like my over things on a higher octave. So even I reach to a point where I burn God and Jesus and everything. Yeah. And it's like I reach a stage now where I say, all right, I come back around and I say, I don't identify as a Christian, but I see a higher level of knowledge within these works and this philosophy. And that's when I come to things like theosophy. And even certain Rosicrucian texts and certain things like that.
All of them things there.
I have a book.
God was a Rosicrucianist one time, you know. You know, so God was a Rosicrucianist one time.
Say that again?
God was a Rosicrucianist one time.
Yeah. Well, I have certain Rosicrucian books where even Rosicrucian them don't know about.
Me have the Lawrence book too.
I know Rosicrucian people, and when I tell them about certain book I read, them never hear about that. And me have a book named The Mystical Interpretation of Christmas, The Mystical Interpretation of Easter. Yeah. We're telling you about Christ as a different spirit who come and inhabited Jesus' body. And now that spirit is dwelling within the earth as the aura of the earth right now. Yeah. And you get Christian them thing if you read and them tell you it's foolishness. Because them thing is giving you a literal what is really happening.
Yeah, but maybe it's foolishness. But maybe it's foolishness. But maybe it's foolishness. But maybe it's foolishness. Maybe it's a man that think deep in some foolishness and come up with a consciousness.
Of course it could be. Anything is possible. What I'm saying is I'm not coming with any kind of Christian reasoning.
No. Me never call you no Christian. No, Kabaka, me not call you Christian, man. Where you say, man? Me not say you're Christian, man.
No, me not. Me say the reasoning.
Me just say the reasoning. It's like how I tell you about the karma thing where you talk about. I tell you, say, trust me. Maybe when I hang up the phone, and if you go and listen and I take some call, you will hear them. Most people accept what you say. May I tell you that?
Most people. I disagree. And I don't. If that is the case, then great.
Most people agree with what you say.
What I'm talking about in terms of reincarnation and them things that most people not believe in that.
Wow, reincarnation? Where you say, man? Where you say most people? Where you say? Where them on? You them on some reggae artists when I sing, you know, when I check things, you know.
Most people in Jamaica don't depend on that. The average Christian.
No, them not call it. All right. You know what I'm saying?
That's not a part of Christian philosophy.
No, it's not a part of Christian philosophy. But it's a part of Christian philosophy. Because
it's not necessarily a part of Rasta philosophy.
No, but it's part of Christian philosophy. You know why? Because Jesus is going to come back again. That is real. Then that's a reincarnation. That's a reincarnation.
That's what I always tell them. And not only that, even think that Elijah is John the Baptist, you know, and Christ tell you, you know.
That's what them say in the book.
Yeah, that's what them say in the book.
Yeah. So you believe that?
It's not about whether I believe that. I am just showing you that the people who write that, they believe that.
Yeah.
So the same people who reading it now who don't believe, them need for looking at them book and see it.
Say reincarnation exists.
Yeah.
No, reincarnation must exist because it's in the book.
I am not saying that in a muta.
No, you said the people them believe it.
I am not saying that it exists because it's in the Bible.
No, I know that
it exists because it's a logical thing and it makes sense, and I have an experience what I never thought about on the ear, where I can reason about it in person.
Yes, it's logical. It's logical. Reincarnation to the Buddhists is a very logical thing.
Of course.
Yes, very logical thing.
For me, to anybody who...
You ever hear Bonnie sing Reincarnated Souls? Black Heart Man album. Go back, go listen to that album there. Black Heart Man album, Reincarnated Souls. Him say, we are the reincarnated souls. You remember say, I am Moses. And all them thing there. But because man is steeped in the Bible, them sing them something there. I am Moses, I am this, I am that. Alright. You have some man where we look at you and say, I still say,
yeah, but Muta, that is the same thing like a man telling you say lightning, he must say lightning and lightning I got flash. That is how I look on them kind of thing. That's somebody who don't really understand reincarnation. Like somebody like His Majesty, him fulfill the whole human purpose.
What is the human
somebody
purpose?
At them final incarnation.
What is
His Majesty?
Whom is incarnate of?
Who him reincarnate of?
Whom is reincarnate of? In other words,
I don't know in previous lives.
Okay.
But I can tell you that what even the Indian guru will look upon him and say he's a Mahatma, you know, that means he's a great soul, you know.
Yeah.
Like to him don't even know His Majesty, but him look upon him aura and him say, okay, this man, upon him, it's probably him last incarnation in the physical form. That is how most African kings were supposed to be. They're supposed to be a spiritually highly evolved person who can
find out which part of Indian they know Selassie from.
The Indian, you can see it on YouTube, man.
No, Virgin, me see it, man. You know, me see it. Me say find out which part of India.
These things are true in a motor. Me just tell you.
No, it's true. You talk. It's true. You talk. The man said. No, the man said.
It come to me in a vision or something.
No, I don't want you to say that.
Things come to me in a vision, but if it makes sense to me,
no, but me actually say the man
no more sense, and then me don't deal with it.
The man say, it's true that the man said.
Yeah.
Because in a great man of color, J.A. Rogers say when him done talk, him say one could say behold the perfect man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have to find out.
So that is why I say all of these things. It's like when I start to read certain Rosicrucian texts, I realize that how His Majesty speaks is like a man who studied the same thing then.
Well, maybe I just say it's a Freemason too.
Yeah, and I'm sure him go through every initiation in every kind of society. Just like how the same Yeshua, Christ, him go in Egypt and was initiated.
That is what them say.
The between age, what is it, 12. And 30?
Yeah.
It's initiation the man got through.
Yeah, that is what them say.
India as well.
That is what them say. So. Yes. That is what them say. You see? Is that me assure you say all of these things is what them say.
What else we going to do? We're going to not talk about things.
No, me I say it's what look at you say you can make the thing, you can take the thing and make it become you know. Me I say you say experience trump all books, all this and all that, you know. Experience. That is what me I talk about. Not where you believe. Not where you think can be or should be.
I read a book on self-initiation. And the author of the book, like he's telling you about how to set up things and go through the process of initiation by yourself. And then say, there is no, like any secret society who don't want to share information, them is wrong.
Yeah.
Information must always be shared, but your personal experience, you shouldn't share it with anybody.
That's why
that is a philosophy. That is a philosophy that I have.
That's why the
everybody
Buddhists
needs to experience certain things for themselves. So I now go tell certain people my experiences.
No, that's why the guru in teaching you, him don't show your book. You see?
Yeah, if you have a guru, if you have access to a guru, if a guru see that you are worthy to be his pupil, you don't need no book. But most of we know, we don't have access. We're not living in India where you just walk down the road and you probably see a guru.
That is
what... in the West, so we work with books.
Yeah, and I don't say must work with books, you know. I don't say must work with books, you know. Because all of we work with books.
Of course.
But I tell you,
no problem working with books.
But I tell you, the greatest thing is the experience.
Oh, for sure.
That is what I'm saying is, read all the books.
Reasoning about things.
I know, say I supposed to have more books than you.
Something you should tell the person, say them have to experience it, because I don't think everybody needs for sure them experience.
No, I am seeing that. I am seeing that. When you put out the idea from a book, right? And somebody come like a guru in some bush,
yeah,
and I show you an experience. Well, I mean, which one trump which one?
No, but a guru can't show you experience, you know. A guru can tell you what to do.
No,
when send you out in the bush and you got experience.
They're not show you your experience. They're not showing you your experience.
Something and you didn't have to believe it.
No. You don't have to believe what the guru say. Him tell you say go down in that hole there. You don't have to believe it. Him say go down in that hole there and watch what happen.
Go down in the hole? You know, believe said what him tell you something has to happen, and you have to believe that.
No, you don't.
You're not gonna do it. If you don't believe it, you're not gonna listen to what him say.
Listen to me, I say. If the guru tell you something, that is where he might tell you if you do. But you see, when you do it, you experience it.
And what I am saying.
So if I tell you something,
if the guru tell you to do something for a reason, right?
Yes.
Because him say it will lead to something, and you have to believe. That
no, him not. No. You ever read Confucius? You ever read books by Confucius? All right. When you read Confucius and all them thing there, the Tao and all them something there, right? When you read them, the man tell you say lay down there so. In your mind you wonder why, you know, but you're not questioning, you lay down there so because you're guru. And the most unexpected thing happen. And when you get up, him say, yeah, but why you lay down there so true, me tell you. You know, it's like them little thing there.
Yeah.
That may talk about experience. Say, the guru say, lay down there so, and you go lay down there.
Mm-hmm.
And him say, because you expect something to happen when you lay down there. And then him say, all right, get up. And you get up. And you wonder, and him just start walk with you now. And then you go, why you tell me that? And he say, what do you mean why me tell you that? Me just tell you that. Me feel to tell you that. So, and that is it.
Yeah.
You ever hear the story about the two sages them that walk across the river, and when them walk across the water, them see a woman a try cross. And enough for them thinking religion is say you must touch woman.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So them a walk across and the woman walk across. And one of the sage them go across the water and lift up the woman and carry her go across the river and put her down on the ground. And the two sage them a walk, and the one will never pick up the woman say, hey, tell me something. How comes our religion tell you say we not fit touch woman and you go touch the woman? In the other stage look on the man and say, look here, I left the woman at the river miles away and you still a carry her. Alright, so what may I say to you now that the guru will just tell you, say, boy, right now, go sit down there, so. And you go sit down there, and when you get up back, he might ask you why you go sit down there. And that's the lesson.
Yeah.
So it's them little nuances me I talk about, where the experience might sound weird and ridiculous because it is not something when sit down and a teacher and I say, boy, right now, all right, this, that, was that, just like when you talk, so now. It's like teaching. See? It's more, watch out, take the food, go plant some food, man. Oh, you know, say when you chop bamboo in a moonlight, it got warm up and all them. It's experience, show you that.
Yeah,
experience, show you, if you
I can tell you, even reading about initiation, see?
Yeah.
One of the things where you have to do to develop the higher faculties of you know, like astral vision and all of these things, you have to go out every day, every morning and observe a plant growing, you know.
And you do that?
After a while, you have to start visualize that in your mind.
And you do that? May I ask if you do that? You do that?
I've done it for a certain amount of time, but I'm not consistent with it.
Okay. It's something where you have.
But plant food and them things.
No, I'm not talking about the plant and food. I'm not talking about something where you say. No, I say.
It might sound very religious or
no, you say one of the things them. You say one of the things them that you supposed to do is go out and do this and do that and do that. Mm-hmm. Then the next time you're gonna tell me no, say because you read it. That's why I ask if you do it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So course. You'll do it.
Yeah, I've done it, but as I say, I'm not consistent with it because it's something we're supposed to do every day.
And what will happen?
Them say after a while, you're supposed to, after observing it, you're supposed to visualize it every time before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning. And then those are the times when you're kind of halfway in between the spiritual and the physical.
And then where will happen?
So then time is the best time when you can start to develop them things there. So you start to develop the mental ability to picture the process of growth.
All right, let me tell you something.
You picture the process of decay as well. And them things that after a while, after time, you're supposed to have a shift in your process where you
say me to have the knowledge there, brethren. You say me to have the knowledge there, Muda do it. Because Muda want to experience that.
Yeah. No, but that the whole thing, all right.
Wait there. I'm going to tell you something. You know what say? You know profile?
Yeah.
All right. Profile in a whole heap away in some bush. And the whole away, locks, whole away I eat, and the whole away now walk with no shoes, barefoot. Right? I will continue the journey. All right, the whole away come out of the bush now. All right. Me not tell nobody to stop wearing shoes, you know, but most people never see me in our shoes yet.
Yeah.
So for them argument is though that Muta no wear shoes, and if him see me put on a shoes, I'm gonna say, Muta put on shoes. All right, look at now. Your thing say it's an easy thing to go around the world for 40 years. I know how your shoes, Bridget. Eh?
No, you did.
All right, that me I show you now. Say, me did have to experience that.
Of course.
And me tell Tony Rebel, say, Rebel, me and you got the three most important places in our thinking. Ethiopia, where we go? Ethiopia, Israel, and some other place we go where we are say, and that's how we did want to go experience that. All right. Yeah. You say, watch out, it's when me don't experience that. If you see me in our shoes, don't feel that way. I told Rebel, say, I'm going to buy me shoes up to now. Told Rebel, don't buy me the shoes. Because him don't feel, say, I'm going to put it on him feel, say, I'm going to go against my consciousness if him really buy a shoes to me. But him say, I'm going to do it still, you know. All right. What me I say to you is that people see me walk a foreign in the snow. And I say, this not real. And people see me walk on the street down here when the thing hot. The other day when we march to the cockpit country. Everybody walk and say, I don't know how you do it, you know how you do it. All right. You see to that now, that in a certain so-called spiritual realms, you know, a man I was sure, you know, say, why, you know, you have to go through certain this and go through certain that. Me, I said, no, but when we did stop, we will take off the shoes. It's not that we did that thing, pan. It's a liberty trad, we did that trad.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a liberty trad. It's not no, what them call it, experiment and all them something there. And up to this day, may I tell you, my daughter almost so 40 a day old. And I don't think she remember. My daughter, 40. I don't know if my daughter remember seeing me in her shoes. And it's that I couldn't put on one, you know. May I tell you that, you know, that I couldn't put on her shoes. Because I'm no madman.
Sure.
If me feel, say, the fire hot out there, so I'm going to put on something to protect my foot.
Yeah, natural.
Yeah, so when me I say, it's that practicality, me I talk about the experience. The experience, not something where you read, not something where you think, but I mean not where you think, so something where you read or something where somebody else say. But me grew up on some man who can't read in Rasta, them can't read. And for them level of Rastafari is when me hold up on, not 12 tribe.
No, of course, I them ones that
me never hold up on 12 tribe because 12 tribe never did that experience Rastafari. Them I read the Bible and I quote the Bible and I put the Bible in a perspective and context and all them something there. But the experience where me a search for in a Rastafari, me never see it amongst the 12 tribe. Me did have to go in a some bush with Ivy and Profi and all of it who did left and go in a bush, go experience that. How it feel if you don't live in a house and put on touch and do that and stay without food. And we go read about raw food, you know. Experience, we go experience that.
True.
And when we come out of bush now, I hear people that talk about vegan and lacto-vegetarian and all them stuff within that. See, so it's just that me I say, it is good because I'm there in a bush and I read all of these lab song rampa book, Buddhism, Taoism, confused. If you go to my yard now, I can lend you some book where all the things and where you are talking about right now. We read about it and I say, yes, it is a good thing for read because we all use some of when we read and quote it upon somebody too. But you see the experience of me I talk about, brethren, that is what grab the fullness. You know, so me not leak what you say, you know. Me not leak what you say, you know. Me just put another conversation to you.
I try to balance the reading with the experience.
Me just put the conversation to you. It's just a conversation where you neck up my program tonight because me don't play the advertisement them. And me deliberately go there, so you know. You know why me deliberately go there. You know why me deliberately go there, so. You know, say it's never turn out to this, don't it?
No, man.
You know, and that's why I love you know, because every time that you talk about it,
I want to teach them too.
when we're on the boat, we can't talk, you know. Because we're on the boat, you saw with Ziggy them and the Marley them, like, we can't even talk to you. You understand? And when we come to Jamaica, you're there in your world, look, there's something in the world, so we can't talk to you. But me know say it never come to this. Me know say it never left all the symposium and come to this, because me deliberately bring it to that. So you must know that. Because I know you want to express that too.
I remember the reason for museum the time.
Yeah, a long time you want to say what you say this or no on the program, you know.
No, for sure.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to say it. I'm going to tell you.
Man, I feel like the other time that when we call you, it's like, you know, so I want to go in.
Yeah, man. No, but you tell me, no, but you see, all you use no, but all you use to angle me is like me I run from your reasoning. It's like,
no,
yeah, it's like, me not bring you up on the program yet. I mean, I say, all right, see it?
Oh, yeah, no, for sure, I mean, definitely.
So me bring it to the reasoning where you did one reason.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. I'm glad for the opportunity.
And that is an experience.
Experience.
That is an experience. Anyway, you neck up my program. It's a lucky thing at night because you know you're how much management I call me that tell me say, where is the anthem, where is it this, where is it that and all them something there. So you know, I'm supposed to talk to Kadamawi, you know, we can't get him. I don't know why we can't get him. Because they want to talk about the ganja in Peter Tosh. The ganja in Peter Tosh, but I saw it go. Anyway, brethren, we have to move on all those. Serious?
Give thanks, man.
Yeah, man, give thanks. Yeah.